We live. What's poppin', y'all? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on today? It's poppin'. Your boy is out here spreading a little encouragement to you niggas out here just spreading that HIV shit, dog. That shit ain't cool, y'all. Like, that shit ain't cool. Like, give a motherfucker a choice. Like, on some real shit. Don't just be infecting motherfuckers and just cause you horny and you on T and you wanna fuck. Like, you snorting cocaine all night long and you wanna be bred raw knowing you got that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, the shit happened to me, you know what I mean, from a hoe ass nigga who lied about the shit. Y'all don't do that shit to people. That shit so bold. Like, that shit fucked up, bro. Like, man, that shit ain't cool, man. I can't respect the motherfucker that don't give somebody a choice with their life and you involved in their life. Like, first of all, like, the shit just make me not even want to have sex with you niggas. Like, it makes me not want to do anything. Like, it has put such a bad taste in my mouth. Like, on some real shit. Like, the shit fucked up. For real. Like, if you really about your shit, like, don't be just infecting motherfuckers. Like, live your truth, dog. Like, that shit wrong. I don't give a fuck when nobody say that shit wrong. All because you want to get a fresh nut. Or all because you want to keep somebody in your loop that you think fine, or you know what I'm saying? It's just ain't. It's unreal. It's so unreal. Like, the shit just taking us niggas out left and right. Motherfuckers dying from that shit and getting sick from that shit. And I feel like on some real shit, like, the shit wouldn't be as prevalent as it is if motherfuckers had been taught that the shit is wrong, bro. Like, that shit ain't cool to be. The shit ain't cool to be just passing the shit to motherfuckers. It's people out here who got respect for their body and their life, like, on some real shit. Like, I live my truth. Like, unfortunately, I put myself in a bad situation to trust in a nigga, and a nigga fucked me over. Come to find out, the nigga been knowing he had the shit for years. But it's like, damn, don't just do that shit to people, dog. That shit is bogus fuck. Like, share this shit. I want y'all to share this shit, because it's real, man. Like, I would never, ever, unfortunately, the shit happened to me, and it is what it is. If a motherfucker don't want to fuck with me because of what I'm dealing with because of another nigga, I could care less. But I am that nigga to let you know my truth and what I'm going through with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's niggas out here who don't give a fuck. Like, they'll fuck your whole health record up, your bill of health up, and then they'll be on fucking the next nigga. And that's just how the fuck it go. Like, that shit is not cool, y'all. That shit not cool. Like, tell a motherfucker what you going through if you going through the shit. Like, don't just motherfucking give niggas that shit. That shit. And you know what? It's a sex crime. Just in case y'all didn't know. It's a sex crime. So all you fags out here with these hot booties and y'all motherfuckers that shit, it's a sex crime, bro. Like, you can go to jail for that shit. And it's motherfuckers out here who, like me, who pressing charges, bitch. On some real shit. It's motherfuckers out here like me that's gonna make you pay for what the fuck you did to them. Like, I ain't no bad person, and I never deserved to be lied to and acted as if a motherfucker was negative. In meeting them, I got myself tested. Like, I always took care of my health. I always made sure that I stayed tested. And so I encourage y'all to stay tested and and look at everybody as a motherfucking epidemic. Like, I wish I had listened and did that, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. Like, made sure I felt like motherfucker everybody was an epidemic. Like, I was tricked into this shit on some bullshit. But I just want y'all to share this because the shit is real out here. I can remember years ago my baby mama said, had said something to the effect of gay men, like, she's like, it's a way to take out the black gay men from the HIV epidemic. And I was kind of like, man, shut your ass up. Like, you just said some old dumbass shit. But now I see what the fuck she mean by that shit. Like, y'all need to motherfucking share y'all stats with people. Why? Cause it's a nigga like me out here who gonna press charges on your ass, and then you gonna be in jail, locked up with that shit. So if you want to continue to be free, share your shit. You wasn't embarrassed when you was out here fucking raw, getting bread raw. You wasn't embarrassed. You wasn't embarrassed then. So don't be embarrassed now. That now you carrying this weight on your shoulder of HIV, and you gotta disclose it with somebody before even having sexual contact with them. Like, the shit is real, bro. It's real. Like, every day I take my motherfucking pill and I just think about the whole ass shit like a motherfucker put me through. So I encourage y'all, like, live y'all truth. Like, give a motherfucker a choice. Like, you never know nowadays. Like, I can remember when my ex gave me the shit, my ex looked at me and said, now that I know I'm positive, I know you're not the one for me. And realizing he had already known he was positive. Like, the shit is real, y'all. The shit is real out here. And like, y'all can't just think y'all can be out here breeding raw, selling yourself on Craigslist, Backpage, Jack, Grinder, just getting bread in your hole by niggas that you don't know. Like, have some respect for your body. Like, and that's some real ass shit. Like, yeah, when I found out, I wanted to kill the nigga. Why? Because I remember back in my day when I wasn't gay, I always said to myself, like, if a bitch gave me chlamydia or gonorrhea, you know what I mean, I'd kill her. But then to get HIV from a nigga who I loved and I allowed him to put me in a bad situation, at the end of the day, it was my fault. But was it really my fault when the motherfucker had knew 2 years, 3 years prior to having the shit that they passed the shit? Like, come on now, be for real, y'all. Live y'all truth. Like, that shit fucked up. Like, everybody make mistakes. Ain't nobody perfect. But when it comes to this HIV shit, that shit real, bro. That shit real. Like, man, I had to go file charges on a nigga today, and I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But my friend told me, like, if you don't stop it, the motherfucker go. If like the motherfucker did it to you, the motherfucker do it to somebody else. So if me pressing charges gonna save somebody else's life, I'ma do that shit, and I'm going to court and I'm fighting that shit all the way to the end. Why? Because this shit need to motherfucking stop. Like, I don't even feel. Once I found out about the shit on some real ass shit, like, I just felt like, okay, maybe you and I could stop the epidemic, but a nigga couldn't stop being a hoe. 3 days later, a nigga back online telling motherfuckers he negative, trying to fuck people. Like, the shit made me really think, like, damn, did this nigga really know about the shit? Like, and I live my truth, motherfucker. Like, I know when I fuck up. I know when I did wrong. Like, it might take a minute for me to fix it, but I fixed the shit I did wrong. But it made me think, like, damn, this motherfucker cried for 2 motherfucking days like a bitch. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, I ruined your life, and da-da-da-da. And then when I crack in emails and shit, I realized this motherfucker been doing this shit for 2-3 years before even meeting me, and just put me in a bad situation. Like, y'all, please, 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 I'm begging y'all, please, know your stat. And live your truth. If it is what it is, it is what it is. Like with me, it is what the fuck it is. It is what the fuck it is. Like, no, I would have never ever been in this situation. Oh, Trees, thank you. I mean, I just feel like I'd rather save somebody else versus running around here trying to act like it ain't nothing going on with my body, and I gotta take a motherfucking pill every day because of a nigga. Like, because of me loving somebody genuinely, and they clearly didn't love themselves enough or had the same love for me to, or respect for me to let me know what was going on with their health. So they fucked up my bill of health. But the real is, shit happens. It happens. It happens. Like, I was never one of them people to be. That's why it was so hard for my mom and my grandma and them to take the shit, because I was never one of them people that was just out here just fucking like that. I was never like that. Like, I was never that nigga, and I want y'all to share this shit, cause it might help somebody else. Like, I can remember being around my family and shit, and I told them, I'm like, let me tell y'all something, I'm HIV positive because of a nigga. So at the end of the day, all of y'all women in my family that's fucking with niggas, be careful, cause he might be fucking with a punk that got that shit and ain't telling him and bring it back to you. All y'all niggas in my family, it's out there. If you gay, if you straight, it's just out there. Like, niggas just don't give a fuck nowadays. They don't have no respect for their own self, so they don't have no respect for you. All it's about is getting a good nut, you know what I mean? And I just want y'all to be encouraged, man, and live y'all motherfucking truth. The shit fucked up. Every day I gotta take a pill from a nigga that I set up and told, like, damn, this fucked up that you did this to me, but I forgive you, and I just want to be with only you, and let's just keep this shit in the house. And 3 days later, a nigga out fucking other motherfuckers on Jacked and Grinder. Like, The real is real, y'all. And I don't need no sexual partner, because I got a pocket pussy in the trunk. And, yeah, that does me justice. But it's just, live your motherfucking truth. Like, stop running around here trying to get people emotionally attached to your ass, and you know you got that shit, and you don't want to tell nobody, because then at that point you emotionally attached to them, and you don't want to tell them because you don't want them to break it off with you, and you know your stat. Live your motherfucking truth. Even if it wasn't the truth that you destined for yourself, even if you didn't want this truth, it's truth in it. So you gotta live your truth. Like, I be so mad, y'all. Like, I be so mad. I promise y'all, I be so mad. I be so mad because I'm a fine ass chocolate ass nigga that be on my shit. So to deal with a motherfucker that really didn't care for themselves, and to get in emails and see that a motherfucker was selling their body all on Craigslist, selling their body all on Backpage, letting niggas breed them raw and nut all up in them, like, on some real shit. Like, it made me so upset and so angry. Like, it made me so angry that I had to talk to my grandma. Like, my grandma, I love my grandma to death. And I talked to my grandma, and I had to talk to my grandma. I'm like, Granny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to blow this nigga head off. And my granny, like, that ain't the way to live. She was like, it's gonna be all right. She was like, you just gotta deal with what happened to you, you know what I mean, and just take it as it is. She's like, nowadays it's not a death sentence, and that's why it's so prevalent, because the motherfucking system that made it, oh, we got a pill for you, and da 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 da, and then some motherfuckers just felt like, oh, well, if I do get it, then they got a pill for me. No, that's not life. It's not life. It's not life. It's not life. Like, you can't just be out here ruining motherfuckers' life. And I want y'all to share this shit, because I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker knowing my stat. Why? Because I want to save somebody else. Somebody else gonna see this video, and they gonna say, damn, before I fuck this nigga, let me go ahead and get a STD test. Let me go ahead and get, hey Danielle, how you doing? Let me go ahead and get an STD test. Let me go ahead and get an HIV test. So share my shit, share my shit, share my shit, share my shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I can help somebody else survive a little bit longer without taking a motherfucking pill like I do every day, I don't mind sharing my shit, and that's real. And a lot of people don't like my honesty, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I would rather be that nigga that you knew and you put yourself in the situation, versus being that nigga and have to live with the weight on my shoulder that I knew and never said nothing to nobody else. So all y'all saying, y'all telling me y'all proud and preach and all of that, share this shit, because it's gonna save somebody else. Like, I'd rather tell a nigga off top. Like, I met a nigga the other day, nigga fine as hell, nigga cool as fuck, and I just flat out told him, like, hey, look, I'm undetectable, which you know what that mean, and I do too, but I just want to let you know it's my truth, you know what I'm saying? Not my truth that was destined to me by myself. It wasn't what I wanted in my life, but it happened like it did because I put my faith in a nigga who didn't have respect for